Columbia Cablevision and William Patterson College are proud to present its 12th season of High School Bowl. 2 of 40 high schools clash intellectually each week in pursuit of scholarship prizes and the Northern New Jersey Championship. This week's first round match features the Cougars of Frisch versus the Owls of Park Ridge. And now, here's the host of High School Bowl, Randall Rosilli.
Thank you, Vivian. Smiles, smiles, everyone. Welcome to Fantasy Island. Welcome to the 12th season of High School Bowl. This year, 40 schools are competing for the Northern New Jersey Championships and a total of $2,500 in scholarship awards, courtesy of UA Columbia Cablevision. High School Bowl is a single elimination tournament, challenging 2 of the 40 schools each week. The winner of each week's match advances to the next round in our competition. Today, High School Bowl challenges the Owls of Park Ridge.
Eric Melichek, senior at Park Ridge.
I'm Eric Roush, I'm a junior.
Owen Gottlieb, I'm a senior, and at this time I would like to acknowledge our alternates, Amy Bassano and Ethan Smith.
I'm Stuart Hothem, and I'm a senior.
And the Cougars of Frisch.
Dan Schwartz, I'm a junior.
Ronnie Krebs, I'm a senior. At this time, I'd like to introduce our 4 alternates: Aaron Frankel, Matthew Goldsmith, Joran Goodfreund, and Elizabeth Zach.
Donnie Stern, I'm a senior.
Jonathan Berger, I'm a sophomore.
Welcome both to High School Bowl. Now let's meet the official coaches for today's match. From Park Ridge, Pat Barnhart. Welcome. And for the Cougars, Melissa Brown. Want a clean fight? No hits below the belt. We'll be back to start today's match right after this, so stay with us. Welcome back to High School Bowl. Here's how we play. Points are scored by correctly answering toss-up and bonus questions. Toss-ups are worth 10 points each and must be answered individually. No conferring is allowed. If you answer a question while I am reading, if you signal while I am reading a toss-up question and your response is incorrect, your team will be penalized 5 points. Bonus questions follow a correct toss-up answer and are worth a stated number of points. You may confer before answering a bonus question. High School Bowl is played in halves. If the half ends while I am reading a question, you will not be given an opportunity to respond. However, if the half ends while you are answering a question, you will be allowed to complete your answer. Judges for High School Bowl are members of the faculty and administration of William Patterson College. The judge's decision is final. Today's official judge is Mrs. Black from the Geography Department. There's the whistle, so let's get ready to rumble! Toss-up question worth 10 points. The polite term is high-yielded bonds. They must pay a higher yield because their credit ratings are comparatively lousy. For 10 points, what's the popular name for such certificates?
Donnie, Frisch.
Junk bonds?
That's correct. Earn your team the first bonus question of the game. 25-point bonus. According to their use, over half of all common English words begin with the same 5 letters. For 5 points apiece, which 5?
S-T-R-N-E.
No, you got, I feel like Pat Sajak. You've got 2 of the 5, T, A, O, S, and W. But you do earn 10 of the 25 points. Another toss-up question. Butter, Manila, Gooducky, Ocean Quahog, Softshell, Razor, and Pismo are all species for 10 points of what edible?
Owen, Park Ridge.
That's incorrect. What edible bivalve? Frisch.
Ronnie,
Mollusk?
Frisch.
Mollusk?
No, that's incorrect. Clams is the correct answer. You have to wait till your name is called before you answer a question, just for future use. Another toss-up. According to Sports Illustrated, he was 1989 Sportsman of the Year.
Stewart, Park Ridge.
Greg LeMond.
That's correct. Earn your team their first 20-point bonus question. I personally invented jazz in 1902, he often claimed. Nicknamed Jelly Roll, he began playing in New Orleans at the age of 17. For 20 points, name this pianist and leader of the Red Hot Peppers?
Morton.
That's correct. Or Lamenth. Earning your team the full 20-point bonus question. Toss-up question. Islamic fundamentalists proclaimed Madonna a blasphemer for her video Like a Prayer. For 10 points, which prophet is she said to have blasphemed?
Ronnie, Frisch.
Muhammad.
No, that's incorrect. Park Ridge, you have a chance.
Owen, Park Ridge.
Joseph.
No, that's incorrect. Jesus or Christ, the big guy himself. Toss-up question. In 1911, a flaming meteorite crashed in Egypt. Its chemistry duplicates measurements made in 1976 by the Viking spacecrafts, leading to suspicion that this meteorite originated. For 10 points.
Eric R., Park Ridge.
Mars.
That's correct. Earning your team chance at a 20-point bonus question. This mathematician and writer wanted to keep his humorous works separate from his professional treatises. So Charles Ludwig Dodgson wrote under a pen name. For 20 points, what was it?
Lewis Carroll.
That is correct. Earn your team the full 20 points bonus. Toss-up question, both teams. He was the first commander of the Army's General Headquarters Air Force. An Air Force base near Washington, D.C. was named in his honor. For 10 points, name him or this base which is home to Air Force One.
Daniel, Frisch.
Andrews Air Force Base.
That's correct. Earn your team chance at a 30-point bonus question. Note these states: Georgia, Minnesota, Delaware, Texas, and Louisiana. For 10 points each, name the 3 that were named after real people. All right, Ronnie.
Georgia, Delaware, and Louisiana.
That's correct. Earn your team the full 30 points. Another toss-up question for 10 points. Who is the all-time hockey great who became the only player to play in the 1940s?
Stewart, Park Ridge.
Gordie Howe.
That's correct. Earn your team chance at a 30-point bonus question. Another sports question. I'll read 3 lists of members in the NFL Hall of Fame. For 10 points each, you name the NFL team they all had in common. Jack Ham, Mel Blount, and Maine Joe Green.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's correct. It's 10 points. Number 2, Ed Healy, Gale Sayers, and Bronco Nagurski.
Chicago Bears.
That's correct. And Elroy, Crazy Legs Hirsch, Sid Gilman, and Merlin Olsen. Not Little House on the Prairie.
San Diego Chargers.
San Diego Chargers.
No, I'm sorry, that was the Los Angeles Rams. But you get 20 of the 30 points that were available. Toss-up question, both teams. Derived from the Greek for out of time, this word covers such historical impossibilities as Shakespeare's reference to...
Ronnie, Frisch.
Anachronistic. Anachronism.
All right, we will accept that. Anachronism is the correct answer. Earn your team a 30-point bonus question. Politics may not make strange bedfellows after all. 2 political families merged in 1990 when the son of New York's governor married the daughter of another political clan. For 15 points each, name the 2 families.
Cuomo and Kennedy families.
That's correct. Earn your team the full 30 points. Toss-up question. Just past the 2-minute warning. For a quick 10 points, by what name do we know the former Danish West Indies?
Eric R., Park Ridge.
The Virgin Islands.
That's correct. Earn your team chance at a 20-point bonus question. In the early 1970s, this nation's leader changed its name for 20 points from the Republic of the Congo to what?
Zaire.
That's correct. Earn your team the full 20 points. Toss-up questions. Listen carefully. An animal, an epic poem, an animal trap, or a mathematical algorithm. For 10 points, which of these 4 cannot be patented in the U.S.?
Stuart, Park Ridge.
An epic poem?
That's correct. Earn your team chance at a 20-point bonus question. This 1982 Walt Disney movie was the first feature film that contained an extended sequence of computer animation. For 20 points, name this technically innovative film about a hacker who gets trapped inside a computer's circuits.
Tron.
That's correct. Earn your team the full 20-point bonus. Toss-up question. An ironic coincidence. The Reagan-Gorbachev INF Treaty was signed on December 8, 1987, 7 years to the day after the murder of a person who had urged, give peace a chance.
Stuart, Park Ridge.
John Lennon?
That's correct. Earn your team a 30-point bonus question. The longest running and most watched religious program on TV has now broadcast more than 1,000 shows. For 15 points apiece, name this ecumenical... Oh, that's the whistle. We won't be able to finish this one. Let's toss it out. We'll be back right after this message with the official scores and to find out more about today's teams. So don't go away. It's halftime, and at the half, 155-100, Park Ridge leads Frisch. Since it is halftime, why don't we talk to the captains and learn a little more about their schools? Owen from Park Ridge.
Park Ridge High School is a small community school located in the borough of Park Ridge, New Jersey. The junior high and senior high programs are combined with a student body numbering under 500. Park Ridge offers numerous academic opportunities and many extracurricular activities. There's a wide range of higher-level academic courses including calculus, British literature, fifth-level courses in 3 foreign languages, and science courses such as embryology and microbiology. Park Ridge students are involved in their school, participating in all of the major sports as well as clubs, including the Photography Club, AFS, Rotary Interact, National Honor Society, Yearbook, Marching Band, the Future Problem Solving Team, Science and Math teams, and of course, High School Bowl team. The Performing Arts program is especially strong at Park Ridge, presenting a drama in the fall, a talent show in the winter, and a spring musical. Park Ridge has 3 award-winning publications: The Owl, the student newspaper, Imprints, the literary magazine, and its junior high counterpart, Stepping Stones. Park Ridge also has a unique foreign exchange program with a partner school in southern Germany. New at Park Ridge is the interactive television facility, which enables students to study Latin and other courses normally not available. Parents support Park Ridge High School through PEP, the Parent-Teacher Organization, Football and Soccer Booster Organizations, and the Operation Graduation Program, which sponsors an all-night graduation party held at a health club. Although a small school, Park Ridge High School offers a wide variety of courses, clubs, and student services.
Thank you very much, Owen. Ronnie from Frisch.
The Frisch Yeshiva High School of Paramus, New Jersey is a demanding but most rewarding co-ed school with 490 students. This year's graduating class of 115 has 5 National Merit semifinalists. 99% of our students go on to college. The school's uniqueness lies in the double curriculum we are exposed to during the year. As yeshiva, which means a place dedicated to Jewish studies, our morning sessions are devoted to an intensive exploration of Judaism's rich heritage. We delve into our moral, ethical, and spiritual values. At this time, we also study the Hebrew language and our history. After lunch, we immerse ourselves till 5 o'clock in our college preparatory courses, which contain many electives and advanced placement courses, much the same as any other public or private school student does. Despite the long hours, we manage to find time for extracurricular activities, such as the Debate Society, Drama Club, various publications, junior varsity and varsity sports, and of course the High School Bowl team, among many others. While our program is very challenging, we enjoy the warm and supportive atmosphere of Frisch. One of Frisch's most unique aspects is its size. Being a small school, it is possible for every student to obtain personal attention. It is because of this closeness that we know our school is behind us today.
Thank you very much, Ronnie. Now it's halftime, so remember teams, whoever is ahead at this half will be the winner. Also, don't forget, if the game ends while I am reading a question, you will not be giving an opportunity to respond. Blow it. There's the whistle starting the second half. Let us rumble again. Toss-up question. He was the first black starting quarterback in a Super Bowl.
Stuart, Park Ridge.
Doug Williams?
That's correct. Earn your team chance at the first bonus question of the second half. 20-point bonus. How lucky are you? You earn 10 points each for identifying these items associated with superstitions. You're never supposed to open one in the house. Early ones were used by royalty on sunny days.
An umbrella.
That's correct, earning you 10 points. The second one, the most universal good luck charm. It's hung with its pointed ends up on your door.
A horseshoe.
That's correct. Earn your team the full 20 points.
Let's go, boys.
Another toss-up question for both teams. It has now been continuously active since 1631 with devastating eruptions in 1794, 1872, and 1906. For 10 points, name the only active volcano of the continent Europe. We have a geography teacher here, guys. Oh, we got a stumper. It's Mount Vesuvio or Vesuvius. Another toss-up question. He sung at the Met for 20 consecutive seasons, recorded more than 80 albums, and starred in 3 movies. For 10 points, who is this Spanish-born star whose name...
Owen Parkridge.
Placido Domingo.
That's correct. Earning your team a chance at another 20-point bonus question. The hymn, America the Beautiful, speaks of gleaming cities made of it. An ancient Egyptian town lent its name to it. For 20 points, name this semi-precious stone.
Emerald.
No, I'm sorry, it's alabaster. But we have another toss-up question. Don't fret. Copernicus currently had the planets orbiting the sun, but never got the sun to fit in the middle of those orbits. That's because he drew the orbits as circles, whereas, for 10 points...
Ronnie Frisch.
Ellipse.
That's correct. Earning your team a chance at a 30-point bonus question. Identify this vegetable on the first clue for 30 points, on the second for 20 points, and on the third for 10 points. In England, it's called an aubergine. No? All right. Elsewhere in Europe, it is called the apple of love. No? All right. In the U.S., it is named for its ovoid shape. Or ovoid shape.
Potato.
No, it's the eggplant. So you get none of the 30 points, but we do have a toss-up question, so you don't fret either. In 1771, a 24-page pamphlet on a Hartford, Connecticut family marked the official beginning of the U.S. interest in genealogy. For 10 points, spell genealogy.
Ronnie Frisch.
Genealogy.
That's correct. Earn your team chance at a 30-point bonus question. Given a classic movie line of the 1980s and the actor who spoke it, give me 10 points, for 10 points, the name of the movie. Jack Nicholson saying, "Here's Johnny."
The Shining.
Correct. John Hurt saying, "I am not an animal."
Could you repeat that, please?
"I am not an animal," by John Hurt.
The Accidental Tourist.
No, The Elephant Man. And Joey, have you ever been in a Turkish prison? By Peter Graves. I don't have a Peter Graves for you.
Airplane.
That's correct. Earning your team 10 of the 30 points that were available.
20. Got 2 right.
I'm sorry, 20. You got The Shining. You got Jackie. Toss-up question. Bad host again. 2 shows. It's an oblong plastic box about the size of a family Bible, costing from $80 to $150. Its slot for interchangeable game cartridges allows you to play Punch-Out, Rad Racer.
Donnie Frisch.
Nintendo?
That's correct. Earning your team chance at a 20-point bonus question. In 1989, the Detroit Pistons won the first NBA championship in the franchise's 41-year history. The team was founded in 1948 as the NBA franchise for 20 points in what city in Indiana?
Fort Wayne.
That's correct. Earn your team the full 20 points. Another toss-up question. At age 71, he accepted another coaching challenge when he...
Stewart Parkridge.
George Allen?
That's correct. Earning your team chance at a 25-point bonus question. He discovered benzene, and the principle of the electric motor, developed the first dynamo and the laws of electrolysis, and invented stainless steel and the field theory. For 25 points, who was he?
DuPont.
No, Michael Faraday. Another toss-up question. This U.S. Army Corps, organized during World War II, was originally called D4D, an acronym for Dogs for Defense. For 10 points, what cleverer name was later...
Owen, Park Ridge.
K9.
Yes, the K9 Corps. That's correct. Earn your team chance at a 20-point bonus just under the 2-minute warning. Chris Burke is the first person with mental retardation to land a leading role on a TV series. For 10 points apiece, name the ABC series and the genetic disorder shared by Burke and his character, Corky Thatcher.
The series is Life Goes On, and he has Down syndrome.
That is correct, or mongoloidism. Earn your team the full 20 points. Toss-up question. First, it was a 1980 movie. Then, it was a TV series. Now, it may become a Broadway musical. For 10 points, what's the title of this story about the students of New York City's school?
Owen, Park Ridge.
Fame. We're gonna live forever. 20-point bonus. It was the first major work to use the stream of consciousness technique. The main characters are Leopold Bloom and Stephen Dedalus. For 20 points, name this 1922 James Joyce novel.
Ulysses.
That's correct. Earn your team 20 points. Toss-up question. Since April 1978, it has had 3 presidents executed, 1 overthrown, and 1 facing civil war. For 10 points, name this unstoppable Asian nation bordered by Pakistan.
Donnie, Frisch.
India.
That's incorrect. I'll finish the question for Park Ridge. Unstable, Asian nation bordered by Pakistan, Iran, and the USSR.
Stewart, Park Ridge.
Afghanistan.
That's correct. Oh, and that's the whistle. Don't play with your remote controls. We'll be back right after this with today's final scores. So stay with us. 275, 165. Park Ridge defeats Frisch. Park Ridge, congratulations, you will be with us in the next round. Frisch, I'm sorry you will not be joining us, but you will be bringing home the home version of High School Bowl to play on your computers. Since you will not be joining us, why don't you tell our viewing audience a little about yourselves or what your future plans are. Daniel.
Well, I expect to graduate next year and probably go on to, a pretty good college and maybe teach history at some college. And that's kind of what I'm thinking.
So you'd like to be a teacher?
Maybe, to some extent.
All right. Ronnie.
I'm planning to go on to Princeton University, and I would like to major in international affairs.
International affairs, what would you like to do with that?
Either get a job in the government or work in a private consulting firm.
Pretty interesting. Donnie.
I'm not really sure right now. I'm probably going to business, hopefully, when I graduate in some kind of business school.
Jonathan.
Yeah, I got 2 years to go, but I hope I graduate then, and there's always next year's high school bowl.
You have 2 years to go. Then
Yeah.
let me ask you a question, since you're the youngster here. You go to school till 5 o'clock. All right, what do you think? Does that bother you? You're 5 o'clock and everyone else is out styling and profiling.
You learn to deal with it pretty quickly, and it's not such a big deal anymore, but there's always holidays and
Always
weekends.
holidays. I hear you. Well, that's all I have. On behalf of William Patterson College and UA Columbia Cablevision, I'm Randall Rosilli, hoping you'll tune in next week when we match wits with the champions right here on High School Bowl. Until then, keep studying.
High School Bowl was created by Don Reed, produced by Susan McGuigan, directed by Michelle Klaus. Executive producer for WPC-TV, Jerome Chamberlain. Scoreboard courtesy of the William Patterson College Alumni Association. I'm Vivian Rosa. Join us next week when Leonia meets Pascack Valley here on High School Ball. Until then, have a great week.